tension is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Steelers going up against the Bears. With that, we send you out to Soldier Field in Chicago. That's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Here we go now, look at 56. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Hoyer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete to open things up. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's second down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed, complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play clock winding down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now, speaking of Jeffrey, he made some news after the season when he made the declaration, and I'm quoting here, "I guarantee you we'll win the Super Bowl next year," unquote.
Doesn't have quite the same ring as when we heard it before the Jets-Colts Super Bowl. But at the same time, I think a lot of people around the Chicago area probably will appreciate that. Confidence in the team, confidence in the organization. Someone wants to put himself on the line. Alshon Jeffrey looking for a bounce-back season in 2017. Didn't get to the 1,000 mark the last two.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Green, 39.
Here's Hoyer. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Lampert.
Now Hoyer. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw now on first down. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Bears are going to get a first. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Over. Here we go. Green, 19.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They look to throw here. And Jeffrey's got it. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And what a rookie year by Jordan Howard. When you go from number 3 on the depth chart all the way to number 1 and finish with over 1,300 yards, that's what I call a big-time season.
Well, those 1,300 yards, second in the NFL, also set the Bears' rookie rushing record, so something for them to build around next year.
Without a doubt. So 2017, it starts in the running game with Jordan Howard in Chicago.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hoyer. Flush to his right. Incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Barth puts it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Goldman, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's got time. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Roethlisberger finding time. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fresh set of downs here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. So the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Hoyer. Jeffrey with a catch left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school, and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. They get 31 yards that time. And the Bears are set up now, 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Howard. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. Hoyer now on a sneak. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Set. Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Their big tight end in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now let's go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. Then we can get to the third quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Goes underneath for Bell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Halfback sent in motion. On second down, Roethlisberger. A strong running. It's caught by Bryant. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go, Matthew.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Coates, 46 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hoyer. He's got time in the pocket. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Here's Hoyer. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They're going to try and throw. He's got time. He's going to let it go again. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictable.
away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends, thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Go on down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, come It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling riveting, rhythmically I am vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
We show our hearts, yeah, entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running, but I've reached the edge, and now I'm falling. So promise that you'll catch me.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. Really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. And then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walked alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm the martyr who just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the taste of tears running down my face. So cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And look at this, right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And his first look is incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Blitz now! Blitz right! Let's go! Blitz right! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
They'll run it now with Dunbar. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
Running with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Williams to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call it Boney Tony. But Ben Roethlisberger.
It's caught inside the 25. A pickup there of 36. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st down.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Looking for someone to throw to. All kinds of time. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out here in the eye. The give is to Elliott. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Finding time. Still back there. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 10 yards still left on second down.
Ohio, flex round, flex round. What? None. Ohio,
A give to Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. James Harrison, the veteran, in on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Come on, let's go.
Prescott from the gun on third. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Surveying the field. Over the middle here to Brown. A very solid gain of 27.
I think one of the underrated aspects of Ben Roethlisberger's game is his ability to actually throw the football. We hear so much about his movement and escaping the pocket. Ben can step back there and fling it, and Antonio Brown is usually there to catch.
We've really seen their chemistry develop, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and it's been really, really fun to watch.
Over the middle here to Coates. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ben to throw again. Goes underneath for Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Here, now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now here come the Cowboys. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield, and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a Dallas first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing. Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. But other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 47 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver, 95 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Bryant with a catch right side. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's got time in the pocket. That's caught inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And Boswell's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Jeez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. Third quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On second down, Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down carry by Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And a big 32-yard play on third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Prescott now on second down. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lance Dunbar, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Williams to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Back now in Pittsburgh. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Sammy Coates, the intended target there. Now 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They come out here in the eye. Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. These 2. Switch. Hey. Watch it. Let's go now. Motion. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Hurry up, let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's got time. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Now Roethlisberger finding time. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger surveying the field. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out of there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Can't find anyone open. Look at the time. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Throwing here, Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Again, it's Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Dunbar. And a short gain down to about the 33.